What is the evolutionary function of comedy? Reproduction? Social cohesion? Or is it vestigial?
Right. I hate to say sense of humor, but they have to make me laugh.
Comedy, a universal and enduring facet of human culture, is a crucial mechanism for social bonding, norm enforcement, cultural transmission, and universal expression, among other things.
Well, they can work for it.
All of these elements are crucial parts of our morality and its relationship to evolutionary biology.
Each individual is subjected to a process of natural selection.
Morality is arguably what distinguishes humans from other animals, and the relationship between comedy and morality can be explored from the perspective of evolutionary biology to better understand the role of comedy in influencing the development of morality in society.
Moral psychology is the study of moral identity development, or how people integrate moral ideals with the development of their own character.
The evolutionary roots of comedy trace back to the survival advantages in early human communities for social bonding. Cohesive groups had better outcomes in hunting, predator defense, and childcare, which made channels of social bonding advantageous in human evolution. Comedy, with laughter as the primary physiological response, serves as a channel for social bonding. Laughter stimulates endorphin release and promotes feelings of joy, attachment, and mutual trust among individuals. Neuroscientist Robert Provine's research into laughter reveals laughter is uniquely a social behavior, more likely to occur in group settings than in isolation. This suggests it evolved to foster social bonds. In evolutionary development biology, Evo-Devo,
looking at the logic in the ways that we grow.
Laughter is closely linked to play, which is essential for learning and development. Through playful interaction, individuals, especially children, develop social skills, creativity, and enhance their cognitive abilities. This playful aspect of laughter contributes to learning, adaptability, enhancing survival prospects, and the laughter-like vocalizations observed in great apes such as chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans are found also in social play and tickling among these groups. These vocalizations in these great apes, often referred to as play panting, are believed to signal non-aggressive intentions and facilitate bonding among individuals. The similarity between these sounds and human laughter suggests a shared evolutionary origin dating back to approximately 10 to 16 million years ago. Evolutionary psychologists have proposed that humor might have evolved as a way to navigate ambiguity and improve problem solving, and another way to manage stress. These are traits advantageous for survival.
Tells us where the variety of life comes from and why living creatures are so perfectly adapted to their habitats.
Despite the diversity in human culture, certain comedic themes seem to transcend cultural boundaries, hinting at a universal cognitive basis for comedic appreciation. The universality of, say, slapstick or physical comedy, which evokes laughter across cultures, suggests that certain forms of humor align with fundamental human cognitive structures that were shaped by natural selection. In early human societies, laughter likely played a crucial role in strengthening social bonds and promoting group cohesion. The shared laughter fosters trust and cooperation, which is essential for survival of social groups. Laughter served also as a nonverbal communication tool, conveying emotions and intentions more effectively than words in certain contexts. This is seen today. By signaling a safe and friendly environment, laughter helps maintain harmony and reduces social tension. Through shared amusement, it strengthens a social identity and group solidarity, as we see in the modern inside joke that's used to create exclusive bonds among friends or within organizations. Research into organizational psychology supports this, demonstrating how humor fosters collaboration, trust, and a positive team environment by easing communication barriers and reducing stress. It also helps regulate individual emotions by providing a relief from stress and anxiety, contributing to overall mental well-being. As language evolved, so did the capacity for sophisticated types of humor. Theories of the origins of language suggest a gradual development from simple vocalizations to intricate systems of grammar and syntax. This progression facilitated the sharing of knowledge, coordination of activities, and the establishment of social norms. Philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein introduced the concept of language games to illustrate how the meaning of words and expressions is determined by their use within a specific social activity, or context. According to Wittgenstein, language derives its meaning from the rules and practices of particular forms of life, emphasizing that understanding is deeply rooted in shared culture and social context. Wittgenstein's idea of language games highlights that humor operates within a specific cultural context, and its value and impact are shaped by the shared understanding of those engaged in this game of language. There's another distinctly human evolutionary function of comedy, transmitting social and cultural knowledge. This educational function, through jokes, stories, or performances, societies often encode lessons that contribute to cultural continuity. This transmission is partly evident in traditional folklore, where comedic tales are used to impart societal norms and reinforce collective memory. Social norms are typically understood as the rules and expectations that guide behavior within a society or group, including laws, manners, taboos, or conventions. Norms are a complicated social phenomenon that also reflects cultural knowledge, values, beliefs, and historical narratives. Comedy can have the effect of reinforcing existing norms. For instance, comedic stories in indigenous cultures often contain moral lessons or cautionary elements, helping younger generations understand and preserve their heritage. Similarly, comedy in media, say from sitcoms or stand-up, reflects and shapes the worldview of their audience subtly, and it reinforces and critiques certain cultural norms and shared beliefs. Philosopher Henry Bergson, in his Laughter, an essay on the meaning of the comic, suggests that laughter acts as a social corrective mechanism by discouraging antisocial behavior and disrupting things that could interfere with group cohesion. He describes laughter as a quote-unquote social gesture that subtly steers individuals towards conforming with community values by calling out incongruous or undesirable behaviors. Often, comedians attract a crowd with a similar view on certain points of views or social norms, and the research on humor and cultural identity reflects this, that humor deeply resonates with audiences when it aligns with their current views and cultural context.
Do you have athletic soles on your wingtips?
However, some comedians critique social norms and point out absurdities in old norms, and thereby attempt to change or displace old norms. Comedy, particularly satire, frequently exposes societal flaws and ethical contradictions, sparking reflection and potential moral reform. By highlighting hypocrisy, corruption, and injustice, humor invites audiences to reevaluate their beliefs and behaviors. Satirical programs encourage viewers to critically engage with current events and political systems, urging a reconsideration of accepted norms. For example, modern political satire can influence public opinion and foster a sense of shared responsibility by critiquing power structures and exposing social injustices.
So I'm being told the administration was talking about Russia bombing Ukraine. I apologize.
Research on political humor suggests that satire raises public awareness of critical issues, motivates civic engagement, and reinforces democratic ideals, while also encouraging society to self-reflect.
Jesus Christ.
Comedy can also establish entirely new social norms. Humor often pushes the boundaries of social norms, exploring and occasionally reshaping ethical standards. By venturing into provocative or taboo topics, comedians can inspire discussions about what is morally acceptable by challenging audiences to question and refine their values. This boundary testing aspect of humor provides a space for societies to evolve their moral frameworks over time. Comedy can be a tool for moral reform. Humor can evoke emotions like guilt, shame, or outrage, all of which are closely tied to moral thinking and moral evolution. These responses can shape judgments and behaviors as people reflect on the ethical implications of a joke or humor scenario. For example, humor targeting a marginalized group might prompt discomfort or guilt in listeners, and this might lead them to reevaluate personal biases and perspectives.
I don't care if fucking you broke up a marriage, it means nothing to me.
Comedy has a deep evolutionary history with its social bonding power, normative influence, cultural knowledge transfer, and universal appeal. It plays a fundamental role in human evolution, in the past, in the future, and it plays a pivotal role in social cohesion. Comedy that touches on universal experiences like love, mortality, and social relationships reflect the shared aspects of human existence. Scholars in cross-cultural psychology find that this broad appeal stems from comedy's ability to address inherent human experiences, reinforcing the idea that humor operates on a deep, almost instinctual level of understanding. Philosophically and evolutionarily, comedy is far from trivial. It is a profound instrument embedded within human nature, shaping interactions, upholding social values, and preserving cultural community. By examining these evolutionary and philosophical dimensions, we gain a richer appreciation of comedy's transformative power and its enduring relevance in human society.